On Monday, this Groundhog's Day in 2026 at 11:50 a.m., I'm Aaron Wills. This is a random rambling video. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe before sharing this video and turning on the post notification bell. I also wanted to welcome you to my channel, but I forgot to do that. Doesn't mean you're any less welcome. You're still welcome to my channel. I'd like to welcome you to my channel, but I forgot to say it. I didn't finish what else I wanted to say. I wanted to tell you to comment, like, and subscribe before sharing this video and turning on the post notification bell. These are brand new glasses, but the eye doctor came back today and wanted to see me, and I couldn't figure out why. I had just seen the eye doctor, and they sent me these glasses after having seen the eye doctor. I've had the same vision for the last several years, about 30-20 vision. Which I don't know what that means, but that's what my eyesight is, 30-20. I was told that if I still drove, I'd be able to drive without my glasses. That's a good thing, right? Now with my glasses, I'm 20-20 apparently. It seems like it. I really can see things that I couldn't used to see very good. Now I can see them pretty good with these glasses on to me. And all they did when I went down there to see the eye doctor is clean my glasses and check to see if they fit okay, and just basically they wanted to know that I got the glasses. And I'm like, well, I wouldn't be wearing them if I didn't get them, would I be? No, I wasn't that much of a smart ass. I just said, I got them. Yep, I said, I'm wearing them. And I said, they look all right? And he's like, yeah, they don't feel too tight or anything, do they? And I said, why? Do you think they're too tight? He's like, no, they look good, but I want to make sure they feel good. I said, yeah, they feel good. It feels good. So that's all they wanted, was to clean my glasses and to make sure I got them and to see if they fit all right. And all it was good. Good in the hood. Good in the hood. I feel like I've been having to pass gas, but every time I try to pass gas, I have to abort mission because it feels like it might not be gas, if you know what I mean. I was still going downstairs and telling myself for using the N-word the other night to an aide who refused to help me, and then make fun of the fact that I was disabled, and rub it in that, oh, I can get in bed whenever I want. I couldn't get in bed, and I asked her to help me get in bed, and she wouldn't. And I started crying because I was so tired. I was just tired. I wanted to get in bed. I needed help. I couldn't stand up. I can't stand up anymore, hardly. Sometimes I can, but for the most part, I can't anymore. Potential spam. Bye. All right, so that was the thing the other night. It was about 3:15 a.m. I wanted to go to bed badly, but I couldn't stand up. My hip was hurting. My arthritic hip and my arthritic knee were hurting. Now, the arthritic knee and my arthritic hip were hurting at about 3:15 a.m. and I just couldn't stand up out of my chair, so I put the light on, asking if she would help me stand up, and all she did was, she said, well, I'll hold your chair, you stand up and get in bed. I said, well, the chair locks. I don't need you to hold it. I need you to help me stand up. She said, you know how to stand up, and I told her, I know how to stand up, I just can't. She said, no, you just don't want to. I said, no, I want to. I want to get in bed. Please help me stand up. She said, you just don't want to stand up. I said, well, if I didn't want to stand up, why would I ask you to help me stand up? That doesn't make any sense. I don't want to drop a brick on my toe, but I wouldn't ask you to help me drop a brick on my toe if I didn't want to help. If I didn't want to drop a brick on my toe, I wouldn't ask you to help me drop a brick on my toe. But if I don't want to stand up, then why would I ask you to help me stand up? You know, you can stand up. You just don't want to stand up. No, I do want to stand up. Please help me stand up. I just wanted to stand and pivot and get in the bed and go nighty night. But instead, she refused to help me, so I went across the hall to get my former roommate, my now across the hall neighbor, Patrick, to ask him would he help me get in the bed. And she told him he couldn't help me. And so I said, well, what am I going to do? And she said, well, you just have to get up and get in bed. I said, I can't do it. She said, she went through the whole routine. You can, you just don't want to. You're just too lazy to. How am I too lazy to stand up? I just can't stand up. It hurts. I can't. The body doesn't let you go too far. It just won't let you. The pain, it won't let you put yourself through that much pain. It was excruciating even to try to stand. And so my body would just shut down. That's what happens. I guess my body wouldn't shut down, but my body would just not let me push any harder because I was in extreme pain. So I went to get Patrick to see if he'd help me in the bed, which he does quite often. And she said that no, he'd get in trouble if he helped me, so he didn't want to help me either. So then she started making fun of the fact that she could get in bed if she wanted to, and that she could just get up and walk down the hall if she wanted to, making fun of my disability. So I got so fucking irate. And then she kept rubbing it in, rubbing it in. She was making fun of the fact that I was crying. I started crying at one point, because I was so frustrated and just so fucking tired and frustrated. I started crying, and she started making fun of the fact that I was a grown-ass man crying. A grown-ass man crying like a little girl. So I had at some point told her, F you, N-word, B-word. I called her the N-word bitch. I said, F you, N-word bitch. And yes, Mean Gene with the hard R. I was asked in my comment section, was it with the hard R? And it was, unfortunately, with the hard R. And then she went and got the other aide, the male aide, and she said, I want you to be my witness in case he says it again, that he called me the N-word. I said, I'm not denying it. I'm not going to lie. I don't lie. I stand on what I do. I regret that I did it, but I still will stand on what I did. That's not regretting it and standing on it are two, they're polar opposites, aren't they? So I do regret it, and I guess I don't stand on it, but I'm not going to lie. I don't lie. If I did what I did, I'll say what I did. No, I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. Boop. I'm strong to the finish, 'cause I eats my spinach. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. Boop, boop. What are you burping up? What'd you have? Lunch already? I haven't had lunch. Huh? Not yet. I don't know when he's going to do it. I hope he does it. I don't know when he's going to do it if he does do it. I'm talking about my friend is going to help me pick up some items from Walmart.com that my food card will pay for, but they don't ship. These particular items don't ship. They have to be picked up or delivered. I don't have the money to deliver them. I finally passed that gas I was talking about. Huh? The soda, I told you. All of it. Huh? Came out to $250. After I took out all the soda. 5 sodas? Yes. I'll you 5 sodas. I'll pay you in March. I'll pay you next month. I'm not gonna have any soda this month. I'll pay you next month. Alright, so I guess after how long? How long has it been going on? That sounds like that song by Ace. It sounds like a song about a guy wondering how long his girlfriend's been cheating. But actually, the lead singer wrote the song about his bassist who had been moonlighting with other bands, playing for another band. And so he wrote a song wondering how long that had been going on. So it wasn't how long you've been cheating on me, it's how long have you been cheating on the band. Anyway, after how long is it now? Let's see. I guess it's been 11. No, it's been what? It's 12. No, wait. I can't see. I can't read. I'm bragging about my glasses being so I can see so well in my glasses, and now I can't see what it says. I can see it, but I just don't know where to look for the number. It can't be, it says 0. It looks like it says 00. No, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what time I started this. It's been 10 minutes. I don't know. I don't know. I'll find the right video file. That's the only reason why I want to know how long it's been, because I want to find the right video file. I'll find the right video file. But I'm going to hang it up until then. I'm going to tell you 2 fingers ain't up club. See you when I see you. Peter Rolls. Until next time, peace!